Hello Gemini, welcome to my channel, Sarah Angel Tarot. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. New energies, hopefully positive energies, like I said. As you know, I got a lot going on, but I would like to keep the readings up. Coming in energy, Ace of Cups. Maybe you're not accepting any new emotional offers. Maybe you feel like everything that's offered to you is not exactly what you're wanting. But this is the Ace of Cups in reverse. I do feel like if people want to offer you something, but they may feel like you're a little closed off, or maybe you feel like they're closed off. There's a reason for it. It'll be different for everybody. This is a 5-card spread. I'm using a naked heart here. Past energies for Gemini, 3 of Wands. You feel like your ships aren't going to come in. You feel like passionate energies are delayed for you, for some of you. This is some past energy. Obstacle, the Star. You're losing hope. Come on, Gemini. You're losing hope. And we'll clarify these. You know, once I clarify, it changes the story up, you know, drastically a lot of times. Current energy, 3 of Pentacles. Time to work on something. Collaborate with people. It's hard work because you see the ants. Ants are very hard workers. But they're going uphill and they're working diligently and they're working together with somebody. You know, you'll be working together with somebody else. We'll find out what that's about. It could be anything. It could be job, you know, like money, career, relationships, family. What is coming towards you or the outside environment that caused all this? The 8 of Cups. So you may have walked away from something, or someone wanted to walk away from you, or you're thinking about walking away from a situation and doing something else. Like I said, I got to clarify. Got that growling bear there. The end. 9 of Pentacles. Wow. Independence and gain. Usually a lot of times financial gain. And, you know, it's going to lead up to your overall stability. After the 9 of Pentacles is usually the 10 of Pentacles, you know, overall energy where you want to be in life when it comes to money, stability, finance, you know, like finances all together. It could be career, you know. But let's, I'm going to use the 8th House Tarot to clarify. I need to find out what's going on with the 3 of Wands. And I do shuffle these prior before even turning on the video. I meditate on them. This is how I meditate. Some people use that writing, you know, meditation. I shuffle cards for a long, long time. So, Gemini, 3 of Wands in reverse, in the past position. You feel like, you know, energies aren't coming in for you, things that you're wanting, passionate energies. I need 2 cards for that for Gemini. See what's going on here. Why are they feeling this way? 6 of Earth, you feel like there's no give and take in a situation. With the Queen of Air, that could be your energy. It also could be another air sign. Air, water is also taken on your crown. You were trying to attempt to work with somebody, but you feel like they're not working with you. You're also maybe feeling like the energy's out there. You're trying so hard, but you're putting all your effort in there and nothing else is coming in. You feel like you're not getting anything back on it. And you're starting to, you know, lose a little bit of hope there, because the obstacle, it's like, don't give up hope. The card is Air of Hope, so use it. But you're starting to lose hope. Maybe you need to wish upon a star. Maybe you should really go for what you're wanting, but you feel like you lost motivation in some way, in something. So the Star card in the upright, I need 2 cards for Gemini, please. 2 cards. Messages. You're losing hope in messages and things moving forward, and stagnation. Things are just moving way too slow for Gemini. That would cause Gemini a little disruption in life. They do not like stagnation. They are a very swift sign, you know, when it comes to communications and getting things done. And this is not a good sign for them or a situation for them to be in. So I can see where Gemini feels a little feel like something is hopeless and things aren't moving fast enough for them. So that's what that 8 of Fire is also. This things moving fast back and forth, but it's an obstacle, it's opposition, so apparently it's not happening, or you feel like it's not happening. That is the obstacle. Current environment is the 3 of Pentacles, trying to work towards something, collaboration, Maybe it has a lot to do with that give and take. It looks like I see people eventually working with you, okay? So the Three of Pentacles in the upright. I need 2 cards, please, for Gemini. Remember this, you can have either a day before. The Magician. Yeah, you can manifest something. You can manifest something where you want to go. So start, you know, don't, you know, you're going to be very careful on where you take a leap of faith, though. But I do see you putting in the effort and creating something totally different in your life. I mean, something totally different. And it's going to work for you. It's going to bring in some gain. But this outside environment, maybe somebody walked away. Maybe situations walked away. Maybe you walked away from something on the outside. So the 8 of Cups in the upright. I need 2 cards as the outside environment. What's going on? Ten of Earth. Yeah, money. Something with your money and finances went away. 4 of Air. Even though I feel like some of you did try to put in the effort at one time with something else, you felt like something was hopeless. You felt like nothing good was going to come in, but then you start manifesting something possibly new. I think you're going to be careful, though, of how you take a leap of faith. You're going to be stepping back and look at it at first, and then you're going to manifest something. Because at the end, you got that 9 of Pentacles, you know. That's a good energy. I like the 9 of Pentacles. It's like you're financially independent, you know. It's also considered the independent person in general. So the 9 of Pentacles in the upright. I need 2 cards, please, for Gemini. 2 cards. Eight of Air. 7 of Water. You're going to regain independence. What's attached to this independence and finances is that you got to start moving forward. You can't dwell on it too long. I do feel like some of you, now that I see this, with the Fool card in reverse, you're afraid to take that leap of faith. You will get independence if you push forward, okay? Whatever happens, don't get too in your head to where you don't want to, you feel like something is hopeless. If you push forward and break free, and I mean by breaking free is actually just doing it, just getting out and doing what you need to do in life. It doesn't matter what it is, okay? Because I do feel like you may reject things too quickly, or think, or like I said, a lot of people are losing motivation because that 7 of Water, and when I see that in reverse, it's like you're not accepting anything unless it's 100% what you're wanting, which is nothing wrong with that, but it's like you feel trapped in some way. You feel like everybody's interfering, but you still get your 9 of Pentacles if you walk through this situation. What I mean by that, the 8 of Air, and this doesn't show it in this card, but I'm going to tell you what it usually means. The woman is surrounded by 8 swords, or this feminine energy, and they have a blindfold, and they're tied up, but it's all loosely bound. And the swords are big gaps in it. So all you need to do is to release those bonds, take off the blindfolds, and walk through those swords. It will not keep you. It's all a mental energy. So I think I'm pretty sure you will gain if you've removed the blindfold and loosened the bonds, because they're not holding you. You're holding you. So go out and do what you need to do. And I see here where you just feel like everything is offered to you with the 7 of Cups in reverse is not for you. But I don't think that's the case here. I'm feeling like you need to take that leap of faith. 10 of Fire. 10 of Fire is go work hard towards something. If you work hard towards something, if you go and manifest what you're wanting, because you are the Magician in this deck, you're able to manifest anything you want, but you got to release those energies that keep you mentally trapped, okay? Release them. I know it's easier said than done, but please do so, and you will succeed, and you will get financial independence. That's what it's saying, okay? So let's do the angel answers for love. I see this has a lot to do with your overall life when it comes to work and stability and all of those things. And you feel like no one's working with you, but now it's time for you to, step up and not just sit back and watch it all. Not that I think that you are, for a lot of you, but I think that I feel like some of you are just a little discouraged. You know, I feel a lot of, you know, discouragement here, but don't. Manifest what you're wanting and push yourself forward. I need 3 cards from the angel answers when it comes to love for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. 3 cards from the pick a card for Gemini from the angel answers. When it comes to love, you want to know about love? This is where you find it. Yeah, they're definitely sticking. 3 cards from the Morgan Greer deck. Inexpensive deck, but a very accurate deck, okay? Morgan Greer deck. I need 3 cards for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And I will pick 3 cards from the Moonology since people like it, but I got a new deck coming out, you know, for the next reading. It's going to be really interesting. I got to study up on it because it's got a lot of details. But this is for the Moonology cards. This is for Gemini using the Moonology cards. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. 2020. Pick a card reading. And 3 cards from the Twin Flame messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. New energies, positive energies. What is the Twin Flame feeling towards Gemini? What does the Twin Flame want Gemini to know? Now, if you pick this section, these cards, it says choose a new direction. I do feel like a lot of you are a little stuck. So if you choose a new direction, you'll find love. If you stay in where you're at, well, it's going to be stagnant. Okay, so you got to think of some way or a different way of approaching love for it to come in. Because where you're at right now is not happening. Something ended for you. Maybe someone did walk away. Something ended, you know, it really did. But confidence is the key to success. You're going to feel a little less motivated when it comes to love, but if you have confidence, and people like confident, you know, other people, they're attracted to confident people. Okay, so confidence is the key to gaining success when it comes to love. So if you're wondering what your twin flame has done, if you're wondering what they're thinking, the reason why they may have walked away because they were worried about what other people thought of who they were dating. Maybe they didn't feel like whoever they were hanging with approved of you. A lot of interference. The 8 of Swords is also interference over here. So you were dealing with a lot of interference from other people, and that's what messed you all up. They were more thinking about what others think instead of, being concerned about you and your relationship with them. But I do see something did end with you and another person. So if you're looking for love, if you're truly looking for love, you will find it if you choose another direction and be very confident that'll happen. People like confident people, other people. If you chose this section, no need to worry about your love life, okay? It's going to happen again. Love will come in. So release the negativity of you feel like that's not going to happen. No need to worry. I do see you losing hope over here. There it is again, that stupid Hermit card where you're thinking too much. You're thinking way too much, staying way too inside. Be bold and make the first move. Yes, make a move. Love will come in if you make the first move. I'm just telling you the way it is. It's not difficult. I promise you that. So don't worry. Get out of hermit mode. Make the first move. And if this is a twin flame you were talking about or thinking about or what they're thinking about with you, they're going to come back, okay? Maybe some of you don't want this. You don't have to accept them back. You can be like me and just don't answer your phone or emails or make yourself, invisible for them where they can't reach you. But they will probably try to come back, okay? Gemini, they probably will. If you pick this section, remember, I'm going to bring them all together for secondary energies. Now, this one, it says wait. This is wait. It could also say wait for a Queen of Cups energy, a friend type energy. The Queen of Cups is very kind and nurturing. Could be male or female, by the way. But this person that's coming in may be a little bit older than you, but they're kind and there. So wait for the kindness of somebody. Make sure they're the one for you. I do feel like you should wait for the right person, but I also feel like you should make a bold move towards them when they come in. Don't hide too much. Look at the bigger picture of things. There's a reason why things didn't work out and why new things come into your life, because you're meant for a certain person, okay? And if you're wondering what your twin flame is thinking, or why they did what they did, or whatever, they just got sidetracked. That's what they're thinking. They just lost, they just got caught up in the world and they got sidetracked. And if you're wondering why they haven't called you or contacted you, or you haven't heard from them lately, they're doing other things. Something's getting in their way. So let's find out what's going on here all together. Choose a new direction when it comes to love. Something did end, whether choose a new direction in a new love, or even if some of you were trying to deal with a relationship that ended, maybe work it a different way, because whatever you're doing now is just not happening. Be confident, because the person you're going to be dealing with wants a confident person. They're attracted to this type of person. So it's a new moon in Leo. And like I said, they care about what others think. They're kind of materialistic, I'm not going to lie, okay? Or, not just materialistic, but, they're just into the trends and what people think. So I'm just letting you know this. If you're dealing with a twin flame, this is what they're up to. But choose a new direction if you're wanting new love. It'll happen. If you're wanting old love, you're going to have to change your game up in some way. Or old love, you got to change your game up. No need to worry. Love is going to be there. Love is going to happen again. So if you're worried about it and you're losing hope, release it. Like I said, come out of hermit mode, okay? Be confident. Make a bold first move. When someone does come to you, I feel like a lot of you are going to start new relationships, but you're still dealing with old people, or not old people, but old relationships. Realize that someone very kind is coming in. Yeah, they're going to ask you back. They're going to, they're going to say, oh, I'll be back soon, because they may have got sidetracked and they're too busy worried about what other people think, or people are interfering in your relationship. There is a new person coming in, or a person that's very kind. You may want to wait for this person. Like I said, it could be male or female. They'd be very nurturing, okay? Look at the bigger picture. Like I said, there's a reason why all this happened. There's a reason why people walk out of your life. There's a reason why things don't work out, to bring the right people in, okay? Maybe you wouldn't have released it on your own, if this hadn't happened, And remember, they're going to say they just got sidetracked. But really, friends were interfering, family was interfering, and they probably will come back because they realize that, they shouldn't listen to other people. But you may be dealing with somebody else. Someone else is coming in. Someone is coming in, so you may want to wait for this person, or you can go back to this other person. I would kind of wait it out myself, but you can do what you want, Gemini. You are, you have free will. But I do see you kind of dealing with people interfering in your life, sticking their nose where it don't belong, and they may have caused a rift between you and somebody else with, like I said, love, or finances, or career. People just stuck their nose in it. But if you keep on working and you don't let them make you feel so trapped, and you don't let them interfere in your life, you will get gain. Okay, you will get financial gain if that's what you're looking for. And you're the magician. You can manifest this. It's up to you though. I'm going to let this go. I'll talk to you later. Bye.